Hello Wanderland, Kelly here. I realized the other day I missed a milestone. This video will be like number 104, and I feel like I should have marked video 100 somehow. So I've come to where it all began, Dutch Gap Conservation Area, about half an hour from home. My first video that I published on the channel, I filmed here because it's one of my favorite places in the area. And I thought I would come back today just to see what we can come up with. It's still spring. Spring birding is still going on. And I know I've kind of done a lot of birding videos. Well, I've done a lot of birding videos. But yeah, I'll try to keep this one maybe a little more brief, a little more interesting. Try to find some good scenes, maybe like this one, where I can show you some setups and final images. Yeah, we'll just go from there. And I'll talk about the channel a little bit as I go, maybe. Because, you know, 100 videos seems like a big deal. Okay, let's do that. So yeah, I'm looking at this scene. I'm liking, hopefully you can see my finger here. I'm liking this tree. I'm liking this tree hanging out. The reflections, obviously. Yeah, so R5 Mark II today. And I've got the 24 to 105 on here, so I can zoom a little. So I want to kind of put, I don't want to frame it on both sides. I could do that. I'll do a 24 to begin with. I'm going to put my focus point over on this tree. I am currently on FV. Let's go to manual. I was doing long exposures, as you can tell. I'm going to go I'm going to do 6.3 here. I want to keep the sky. See, I've got my histogram up here, so I'm not blowing anything out, but I want shadow detail. So I'll go kind of as far to the right as I can here, where I know I can bring back the sky. Yeah, and the reflection detail, but still get my shadows. Focusing on that tree over there. I need to do in my R5 setup video so I can show you how I do my focus setup. But right now I'm on basically spot focus, and I've got my point on that tree. So you can see it's finding it and focusing on it. And then, am I in a good place for the camera here? Okay, there we go. Yeah. Then I'll just snap it off. I'm at 1/200th, so I don't have to worry about hand holding too much. Then I'm going to zoom in and try to get, if I go all the way to 105, kind of put that tree over to the side. Using my levelers. I'm going to go up a little to get a little more sky color, hopefully. Like so. And then I've got a lot of empty space or negative space that I'm kind of liking. So got my framed, got my tight, storytelling, right? I'll do one more like this too. And I'm going to put my horizon line, well, that point where the reflection ends, that's going to kind of be my middle. And I'll put that tree right on the 1/3. Rule of thirds, baby. Okay. Yeah, not bad. We're off to a decent start this morning. 100 videos. Sounds like a lot. I know there's channels that have a lot more. And it took me not quite 4 years to get to this point. I think my first upload was October 2021. somewhere around there. I'll link it just for fun. But yeah, it's been good. It's been fun for me. I hope I've provided content that people enjoy. I still struggle. I'm still struggling to find the balance between travelogue, which not many people care that much about, and the actual photographic stuff. I've never wanted to be a review channel or a, really gear-oriented channel sitting behind a desk talking about equipment and stuff. I've always wanted to blend the two. I enjoy being in the field. I enjoy filming in the field. So that's what I like to do. But of course, my videos that have done the best have tended to be gear-oriented. Either lens comparisons, lens reviews, camera reviews, or setup stuff. So, I mean, there's a place for that, and I enjoy doing that too, even though I don't consider myself a real technical reviewer. I'm actually pretty easy. As long as I can use the gear and get good results that I like, I'm happy with it, typically. And then it becomes just a value proposition for the most part. Is it adding something for the price that I need and find worthwhile? But anyway, so going forward, I expect to be more or less the same. I hope to find a little more of a balance. The channels that I enjoy tend to be focused a little more on at least technique, how to make the most of the gear you have. And I think that's where the value really lies for most people. You've got the stuff. What can you do with it, number one, but how do you use it to your best advantage as well? So yeah, I want to do more of that stuff. As far as growth, I'm at like 450 subscribers, which is great. Would love to hit 500 by the end of the year. Still looking towards monetization, just to make it a little more worthwhile, Not that I don't enjoy it, but there is time involved and effort and equipment. And a little bit of recuperation on that would be nice. But I don't ever expect to be a huge channel, and that's fine by me. I like my place as the Mr. Rogers of photography. Okay, this spot, I've had luck here before with prothonotary warblers. And I know they're around. I've heard them and I saw one fly by, so we'll take a look around. Yeah, I hear the prothonotaries, but they're staying in the distance right here, so my typical luck. While I'm at it talking about the channel, I should give a big shout out and thank you to the folks who watch regularly. Generally, when I post a video, I can expect a few comments from John and Ed and Mark, and I really appreciate that. It's good to know that I'm not just talking to myself. So thank you, yes, sincerely. It's nice to be seen. All right, here we have a bramble bush, also known as blackberry. So in a few months, July, August, this will be fruit for passersby, mostly deer. Yeah, so these flowers here, hopefully you're seeing that, that should be a good macro subject. So I've brought today the 85mm. Switch to manual here. The 85mm macro, which I do enjoy. I'm going to take this down to f5, ISO 400, because I'm a little dark here. And then we can dial that in. I want to focus, got my manual focus point right over here on that flower's core. Snap a few off like that. And then let's see how close we can get with this lens. I haven't played with this one too much. So what to do there actually, let me take this hood off. Don't need that at the moment. I'm going to focus to minimum MFD. And then you can just move the camera in and out to get as close as we can get. use my magnification so I'm seeing exactly where my zone of focus is. It doesn't take a lot of motion. Luckily the winds are still right now. Then we can jump a little. That's pretty good. Some good sharpness there. I could even focus stack some of these since their composition should be pretty similar. I don't know if I'll do that, but hopefully one of those is usable enough. In that spot with the blackberry, a blue-gray gnatcatcher popped in across the trail from me, foraging for nesting material or snackage, I'm not sure. But yeah, I got some good shots of that, I think. Hopefully. You'll see. Success! Finally got a prothonotary warbler. Really one of my favorite birds. They're just so handsome. Bright yellow, gray wings. That's where the name comes from. Prothonotary refers to, I guess, the ward robes of some religious dignitary or other. So I get it. Always a highlight. Okay, let's see what else we can find. I checked eBird, and a guy was here yesterday and posted quite an impressive list of things. I doubt he saw them all, but he probably heard most. I'm hearing a lot, but yeah, they tend to stay hidden, which is why birding is so frustrating and yet occasionally ecstatically rewarding. That's why we do it. All right, onward. Another good one. Great crested flycatcher. Way up in the trees above me, so it's bird on stick photos, but not bad. I thought it was a kingbird at first, but I pulled out Merlin, and when it sang, it identified it as a great crested flycatcher. Nice. Flip around here, there's a little beachy area. The bad thing about this park is that it's right next to, I'm sure I've mentioned this before, a big Dominion Energy power plant. Red-bellied woodpecker above me. So the smokestack and industrial stuff over there, not great. But it's nice that nature has a place to escape from all that. And this is nice. I feel like I was thinking there might be a shot here, but that tree with the reflections over there, that's about the best thing, and that's not that great. Okay, something is in the trees over here. Let's see. There's a prothonotary warbler right up there. Psst, 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 psst. They're kind of curious, so he's checking me out a little bit. I just heard a barred owl. Huh. He went way up there though. Psst, 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 psst. Maybe he'll hang out a little bit. It's on a branch. Got a little worm. Kind of nice. Looks juicy. Bird on a stick, but maybe interesting. Just flew off. For today's birding activities, I'm packing the 200 to 800. It's a sunny day. I'm in shade most of the time here, which is nice, but so far I think it's been good. I've seen the ISO creep up on certain occasions, but not too bad. We'll see if the sharpness is on par. As I would expect, it's a good lens. I've seen the reports of the 200-800s breaking in half. I forget exactly where, but one of these joints, apparently the plastic that Canon used, is not great. And people have reported that it just kind of snaps in half, even under normal use. Haven't had that yet, obviously. Hope I don't. I assume Canon would fix it under warranty if that were to happen. We'll hope it doesn't. I was thinking about skipping this spot. So I'm a little behind my pace of where I would like to be, but I recalled there's an osprey nest here, and it is indeed occupied. Might have to hop down to this beach to see it from here. There are some birds around too. All right, let's see. There's a platform. There's kind of a lot of birds. It's over there. Might have to go around the corner. That's an osprey that I'm hearing. Yeah, right over there. I can't tell if you can see this, but the pole with a platform and nest on top. That's the one. And there's an osprey in it calling. Kind of cool. Get some shots of that and see if I can tease out any of these other birds around here. Good place to stop for a little snack here. I think I'm a little past the halfway point once I'm at this location. So yeah, start heading out. Kind of neat though, we're right along the water here, and I was hearing something unusual, and then I turned over and looked, and there was a common loon with a crab that it had caught. Kind of neat. Got some pics, got a little video. Fun stuff. Also, in these trees, the birds I've been seeing and hearing flitting about, I got some pictures, good enough for ID, of one of them. It's kind of warbler. Not sure if it's a black and white warbler. I hear on black pole warblers, but I'm not sure. Haven't seen those, I don't think. Now I'm hearing something right up ahead, so I'm gonna check it out and then I'll start heading out. Now, flip around, back to the trail, towards the home stretch. Still got a ways to go, but yeah, I'm behind where I had hoped to be time-wise, so might have to pick up the pace a little bit here. Unless a Prothonotary comes real close and gives me too good an opportunity. spend a few minutes with a very cooperative prosonotary warbler and another couple of little warblers that I haven't yet identified. I think those might have been black and whites. Yeah, this is a good excursion today. There's bugs all over my camera. Okay, on the home stretch, and I feel like this part isn't as pretty. Although, this tree right up ahead, I saw a nest last year with some babies in it. We'll take a quick look. No nest this year, and I feel like those branches, the lower branches, are shorter than they were last year. Had some storm damage or something. And now I forget what kind of birds were nesting on it last year. It was something cute. I'll find the picture, throw it up here. Okay, so like I said, from here on, I think it's not as pretty or as active. So I think I will wrap this up here. I'll get in the shade. Shade is good. There we go. All right, hope this has been a good excursion. This should be video, what, 104, I think? So happy 100th video birthday to the channel. Hoping for good things from here. Like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. You know that helps. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for everything. And I hope to keep going for a while. So, yeah. Till next time, be good to yourself. Take care of each other. Don't forget to be awesome. Get out and wander. Later.